Okay, so I'm just gonna cut like the BS and cut the freaking like to the chase. No intro, but still follow me on BitChute, Brighty on Odyssey, and what else? Mines and all that stuff. Just gets shadow ban all that stuff. Anyways, I've been really been wanting to talk about this for a little bit, but still, I had to talk on it. I had to. There's no way in hell I'm missing this shit because one, it infects and involves a dude I've been sub to since like 2017, 18. You know, granted, I heard about him in 2014, 15. Was when I first heard about that dude. And that was, I don't know who it was that told me about him, but it was in 2014, 15-ish. I remember it was a dude that used to have beef with this dude, my boy, my absolute funniest mother effer on the planet, next to like maybe my boy Omni and maybe somebody else that's on YouTube. I'm trying to think. So the black dude, I remember his name was the same game for, but there's another dude that's even funnier than that. For right now, like, he does comedy sketches too. This is an Asian dude that has 6-7 million subscribers. I think his name is Steven Wang. Hang. I don't know. And then there was another dude that he did a lot of like what's it called? A lot of Reddit stories on the internet. His name was Justin Wang. I know that was him. He was really big on YouTube. I think he still is. I think he's like probably been subscribed. I haven't watched him in like 2 years. Though. It's been a while. As far as cunning sketch comedian dudes, I remember Idols was a real funny dude. I mean, even back in 2015-16 when the whole beef happened with him and Keemstar and shit, and Leafy's here, the old school days, back in the old school YouTube, mid 2010s. It wasn't that long, but I was like 7-8 years earlier. Not that long, actually. But in internet years and social media, the way how fast the internet gets absolutely generated, like a millisecond, a mile a millisecond, really quick. Like news that was from 2-3 days ago, it just becomes ancient, and then they get on to the next news and the next one. But yeah, this dude, DK Oldies, he ended up like, I don't know if it was him that started the beef or my boy, ReviewTechUSa, if any people don't know him. He's a dude that does a lot of I don't want to say drama videos, sometimes he is talking about drama a lot, but he's a funny motherfucker, man. He really is. I've enjoyed watching his shit for a while, and I have a few disagreements on, especially when it comes to like politics, which I'm not going to get into because it's a whole can of worms and shit hits the fan. Opinions I have about that. I'll disagree about him completely when it comes to that shit because he believes in a certain ideologies and a few beliefs that he has that are massively different from mine. And granted, he's like a 40, 41-year-old man. He's old enough to be my older brother, but he looks like he's a 65-year-old dude. I'm not throwing shade at the rich, because this dude, he's been at like 990,000 subs for the longest time, and then I think last year or before he finally got 1 million subscribers. You know, very super like congratulations on that. And then he does a lot of real funny other shit, and he does a lot of like old stuff in the early 2000s humor, like a lot of Adult Swim shit that was like on the Tim and Eric show, the Mighty Boosh, the Boondocks, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, C Lab, like type of like Tim and Eric show sort of like comedy that he likes to do. So pretty much just mindless, brainless humor shit. But like I said, I'm not throwing shade at my dude. He's just hilarious. I like him, you know. You know, we stand politically on way massively different parts of the aisle, but when he was born and raised, I think in New York City, like I was, cool stuff. Except he's a lot older now. I think he's born 1983, 84, or 85-ish. I don't know. So he's seen more light than I did. And he's been doing YouTube as a full-time career since like 2012. I barely started that in like 2014. When I started doing his career, of course, 2016, 17, I stopped when the whole apocalypse happened. But luckily for me, I had my own job. There's no way how YouTube was my full-time job. That would have been S word if I would have did that. Anyways, DK Oldies exists. Joey from DK Oldies is ripping you off even for more than the first time. You spent how much on that? LOL. This dude, he got no shit ton of counters. I'm not sure he's the one that sold all this shit on, not even the Reddit on his official thing. I remember this game. WWF Warzone. I remember that was in the PS1 era and 64. As you can see, the OG cartridge. This is like the cheapest thing on here, by the way. The other shit's like 1,000. I even saw a package of $10,000. 10 grand worth of PS1, PS2 games, and the Xbox 360, and the GameCube games. for $10,000. I think it's on here too. Hey, this is over here too. Jerry Rice, Nitsu, Dog Football, Wii U, Wii Social. Oh, okay. It was just for Wii and Wii U games. I thought it was for the PS1, PS2 shit and Xbox and 360 shit too. And this shit makes me feel old, bro. It really does. And then again, I'm like in my mid-30s, so I am old when it comes to the internet. Guess IRL. And I could probably pass for a 27, 28-year-old dude, but I'm definitely not that age anymore. And this is like a super old ass freaking article from December. I'm still gonna read it because it's still kind of relevant to what it is in February now. And that was very late 2022. Controversial retail games. Oh, I'm playing OG late 2000s, early 2010s music just to feel the vibe of things. Let me get a drink real quick. Hold on. There's online retro gamer DK Oldies under controversy as gamers. Minus store pricing ludicrously high compared to I'm not reading the whole article. I'm just going to write bits and pieces. Adriana Morales, December 28, 2022. So, wow. Right before my old man's special birthday. Cool, kick ass. No secret that marketing for retro games at gaming has exploded for the past 2 years, from a brand new copy of the original Super Mario Bros. To the NES selling an eye-watering $2 million to previously obscure titles from Sun Software and Kuon to PS2 trending. I didn't say the other thing. $400 just for the disc. It's clear that these old games are now sometimes something of a luxury item instead of something discarded from the yard sale. The recent controversy surrounding DK Oldies shows an online retailers are starting to take advantage of the rise of retro game prices. That's an understatement. At this point, they're just a bunch of scalpers that are stealing people's money. Point blank, period. End of story, but let's move on. And gamers seem pretty upset. DK Oldies is an online retro game store with one of the most extensive gaming collections on the market. The retailer has seen impressive social media growth lately, especially across TikTok and YouTube. I'm surprised they put Twitch on there, or Instagram. Also goes on to say, due to frequent uploads, on that, I just ate a big ass fucking burrito and pizza for Super Bowl, so that's why this video is coming late. Massive collection of games the fans seem to love. However, as the company has grown, so have the eyes have taken notice of price-sized DK Oldies. Or DK Oldies. These people, man, they think they could get away with stealing people's money and just be completely unharmed by it. They got another thing coming, in my opinion, but let's continue. Yeah, the fans seem to love. However, as the company has grown, so have the eyes taking note of the price of DK Oldies has decided to put up for retro games and consoles across TikTok, YouTube, and Reddit. DK Oldies has been growing the subject of scrutiny as gamers have seen their trailers of retail markets, and it's up to the product to absurdly high prices that go well beyond the already inflated the pricing of retro games. Sometimes it's over double on the marketplace. Yeah, so real quick overall opinions, this scumbag mother freaking piece of shut your mouth. Let me say that. I will say this. This dude, he's going to be held accountable on so many levels. People are probably going to start throwing lawsuits like a mother effer. And this DK Oldies dude, like this man right here, my personal opinion in the gaming industry, retro game-wise, like, as when I was a 90s kid, you could go to old school GameStop. You still can now, but they're not the same GameStop I grew up with, in my opinion. It's just me being an old boomer or millennial, but it's true, bro. I mean, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them on eBay, I mean, that shit nowadays, but back in the day, when you were able to get video games, you either had to go to, now it's dead, it's defunct, but back then it was alive. And I know they're supposed to bring it last year, but I didn't see it nowhere here in Vegas, which was, Toys R Us, they were supposed to bring that, but they didn't do it. I don't know why the fuck they didn't do it here. If they did in New York City, they probably did, or Los Angeles. I didn't get a chance to see it, and it sucked. I mean, you can still get them physically, like when the cartridges comes out, and like old like CD shits for like, now it's for like Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Nintendo Switch and all that, and PS4, PS5 and all that, but before internet existed, you had to go places like either GameStop or Walmart, Target, Best Buy. At the time when they were still alive, you could get them at Radio Shack, but they're dead now. But this dude, I'm telling you, he fucks so many people over from like, he's lying about refurbishing and repairing and fixing the consoles, and he's just straight up, he's trash, this dude, bro. I'm sorry, he is. DK Oldies, you're a fucking piece of shit, my guy. Honestly, you really, really want to like screw people money over, and then you say, "Oh, I just cleaned it with a rag, and then that's it, that's fixed." I don't think that's how it works. I know I'm technology-wise, like, well, I'm technology-wise, I'm smart, but when it comes to like coding and shit, forget that. That's people like my boy Mudahar or some ordinary gamers. They know how to like, fuck with NordVPNs and know how to do hacking, DDoSing, and all that shit. He knows how to do the virtual computer shit. Like those dudes, like they're totally calling this fool out big time. I'm surprised. I doubt if he's gonna do it because he has a big YouTube and I guess Twitter, Instagram, Twitch reputation. But Linus Tech Tips, if he calls him out, bro, his career is fucking over. I'm just saying it right now. I'm calling it right now. If my dude Richard, if any people don't know who he is, Richard Vespucci, my boy ReviewTech LSD, as I call him, but he's a funny motherfucker. I mean, I disagree with some of the shit that he says sometimes. He's gonna be a narcissist a little bit, but still, I still think he's funny ass dude. He's been in controversies in the past and a bunch of older like drama channels and shit, but I still think he's a fairly cool dude. I'm not gonna lie, I know some people really hate the hell out of this motherfucker big time, but dude, the main two people usually, or three people usually likes to shut on him a lot. I remember the longest one, I think he used to talk a lot of crap about Dark Side Phil half the time. And then now he's crapping on other dudes, like that one dude that he started beef with last year, and then even though he shitted on him first, in my opinion, I don't try to get into these YouTube beef dramas because I don't want to get involved with none of that horse shit. But I remember he had beef with the quartering last year too, and that shit was real crazy there. And he's not even that far down. He's like 39 now, and he's 40, 41. So like they could be like close enough to be brothers, really, compared to my little young ass. But still, compared to them, I'm an old dude just like they are now. I know he had another beef besides the quartering. The other dude, I know he had another beef with somebody else too. Shit, I don't remember what it was. But anyways, yeah. Long story short, definitely something to this dude. But let's get on to the real quick one. I ain't getting no time to talk about this one, but my boy Tim Allen, my guy. It's probably old enough to be my grandpa now, but not my dad. Tim Allen returns to BUZZ LIGHTYEAR in Toy Story 5. This is rumors, just from Screen Geek. So Jacob Dressel got a credit card due. I'm just going to be able to read a little bit of this. As such, fans are eager to know this cast member Tim Allen will be appraising his iconic role from Toy Story sequels, especially after the standalone spin-off, Lightyear, chose to replace Tim Allen with Chris Evans as the voice of Buzz. We have no fear, as Tim Allen confirmed he'll be back for the Toy Story 5. He's revealed as much as in Twitter posts that he's ever teased that Buzz's best friend Woody will also be back first time. Here's what he shared. Soon we'll have Woody, who was a strange little man. You have high pity. And we will be off in Toy Story number 5 to Infinity and Beyond. Bro, if this is true, I'm going to be hyped, but let's move on real fast. Hopefully we'll have more news regarding the sequel in the near future. After all, Toy Story 4, the way Toy Story 4 ended, it seemed that clear that Buzz and Woody will have an official non-separate ways, but perhaps there's a majority of the storyline in the works will have exclusivity cohesively forces past to collide with more, as we have always wait to see what happens next. I only got 1 minute left, so I gotta wrap this up fast. Until then, however, the fans of DKOldies Lightyear is currently streaming on Disney Plus. Films intended to be what Andy would have watched in the original Toy Story universe to what we have won in Buzz Lightyear Toy Story in the first place. Fans can stay tuned in there. Okay, yeah, thoughts, views, and opinions. I grew up watching like the Santa Claus 1 and 2 movies when Tim Allen was still there, and when he was in Home Improvement. So honestly, I'm mega hyped as shit that this shit's coming out. I'm not trying to be super hyped to let my give my hopes up because it might be all woke and shit. I hope it ain't woke. I hope it's not no political bullshit realm of them shitting on Orange Dude or whatever, or even the other side. I don't care which side because they're both fake as hell, in my opinion. Anyways, that's all. I gotta say it around. I'm out here. Quick outro. I'm done. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Fanboys, fans, talking was season more future anime, manga news, Twitch drama news, all the other Elon Musk news, and that's it. I'm gone. Peace.